Half-Hitch Tackle's Emerald Tales, presented by Sun Harbor Marina.
Well done. That's a better one. Yeah. All right, look, in the sand, all the way down to the left, just on the outside.
I got him, got him.
There he got him. Nice. Nice. Man, he choked that thing.
All right, PT7.
That was such a cool hit.
Yeah, he got introduced to the PT7.
Yep. Today we're out here fishing in East Bay with my good friend from DOA Lures, Captain Ed Zach. Tell me a little bit about yourself. How long have you been with DOA, and how'd you kind of get your start in it? And...
Well, started out guiding about almost 20 years ago.
Okay.
Down there in Stuart, Florida, where DOA is located. So it was just a natural thing to throw DOA lures. We all did. And been on Mark's pro staff for about 18 years. And from there, it just kind of evolved into me helping out more around the office, managing the pro staff, doing all the marketing, the PR stuff, and getting to come out and fish and do a lot of fun stuff.
Cool, cool.
So,
You know, and for me, you know, like ever since I was in high school, you know, back then there wasn't really a wide variety of lures that you could get in. One of the staples in my tackle box from the time I was probably 16 years old when I moved here was a DOA shrimp, and it's kind of been a go-to lure that I've used, you know, ever since. And as you guys have added new lines of lures, you know, I've been more than happy to grab them and throw them, and they've always been really successful for me.
yeah,
So
DOA
I mean,
has such a variety of lures now that you can be locked into one soft plastic company like DOA and have everything you need, whether you're inshore, offshore, near shore.
yep.
And the shrimp is one of my all-time favorites too.
Absolutely.
But man, he's always tinkering and coming out with new cool stuff, and everything we do is all made in USA. And so it's cool to be part of something like that. And Mark's a great guy to work with, and everybody down there is awesome.
Cool. Well, it's good to have you.
Thanks
and,
for having me.
Let's see if we can go catch a couple more fish.
Look at that wave. Oh, spectacular. Good job.
Got him. There we go.
He come up there, looked like a heat-seeking missile on that
Telling
bait.
you.
Yeah, it was cool.
Came out here, it was low tide. We've passed probably 10, 15 fish that we've thrown at, and they've all kind of been a little on the skittish side. Come back over here.
I got him for you, buddy.
Oh, you gonna land this one for him? New deal right there for me.
The least I can do.
Appreciate you, sir. And,
Wow.
cool. Thank you, thank you.
What a beautiful fish.
We're sitting out here in probably about 8 inches of water right now. It was a dead low tide, and some of these fish have been a little slow to bite, but the tide's definitely starting to make its way in now. And this is a 5.5 inch DOA jerkbait. It's a VMC style swim bait hook. And
No weight.
No weight.
Yeah.
And you know, we've got a lot of dead grass right here, so having something that's wigged reedless is pretty essential. And I like the fact that even without a weight, you know, this bait is kind of heavy bodied, so you can throw it a pretty good ways. And the retriever we're using is just kind of a steady reel along the surface, kind of a little wake. And these fish, you can see them whenever they decide they want to eat it, they kind of track like a missile right towards it. And
He was all over that.
oh man, he ate that one.
We'll get him back in the water here so he can breathe a little. This is the new snake oil, and It's a pretty cool bait. We shoot it in a coil, so I was just unraveling it. That's what they look like when we shoot them. And what happens is when you're bringing them through the water and you stop, they want to kind of recoil back on themselves. And what we've discovered is trout and redfish really eat this thing pretty well. Apparently, there's a marine worm that lives in the marsh that's about half the length of this. And in various places around the country now, Texas and Carolina, we've had a lot of success with this. I'm just going to put it on and try it and see. And what I usually do is just cut it in half and make 2 baits out of 1. And I'm going to put it on the same hook that I was just fishing this little shad tail on. Just a little twist lock style hook with a little bit of weight on it to help sink it and help you cast a little bit.
He's right in the middle. If you look between where the outside grass is and that little grass bit on the inside, he's right in the center of it. Yep, dead ahead.
Pointing towards the tip of that grass patch?
Pointing toward the left side of the grass.
I don't know if this will reach it. I'm going to try.
Oh, he's hit it right after. He ate it.
There he is.
Which, you know, the cool thing about sight fishing is they don't all have to be, you know, big. That's fun size right there.
My favorite thing to do, sight fish. That's cool. Look at that. This thing has a lot of action, even when you're not doing anything in the water.
But if it's just sitting there, dangling a little bit, that'll get a lot of bites.
Yeah, that tail wants to keep coming back around, even when you just barely bump it. It's a cool little bait.
He's coming to us. He's just getting in the pothole now. See him kind of cruising to the right, kind of toward us, off to the right a little bit. It's that one little small speck of sand.
Yes.
See him moving to the right. He's right in the center of that little sand pocket. It's a nice one too. Oh, that's all over him. Oh, he ate it. Perfect.
Nice fish.
Perfect.
Oh, he's beautiful. Oh, come out, baby. There you go. Ooh, he's pretty. Beautiful. He's pretty, isn't he?
Yeah, man, that's a beautiful fish.
They love these things up here. Panama City Beach. They love the snake oil. There he goes.
Fantastic. Let's go get us another one.
I'm ready.
Little fish, a little giveaway right there. Half the time that's all you see when you're on top of this brown bottom. You see that little piece of blue. Cool little fish. Got him to eat on a 3-inch DOA shad tail. Little staple on the tackle box.
Changed his bait. You see how he does it? Back there in the back. Switching it up. Good deal, man. Awesome. Good job, Nathan.
That shad tail got him again. You know, one of the important things about this sight fishing is making sure you use good quality rods. Whenever I'm sight fishing, I like shortening it down to a 7-foot rod. A little bit more accurate cast. I mean, he inhaled this thing. Pretty fish.
Come here, baby. is pretty. Huh? Wow. Good job, Nathan.
Cool.
Arkansas Glow.
Yep, Arkansas Glow, 3-inch shad tail. This little castaway skeleton V2 rod is awesome. It's I mean, it'll put it right on top of their nose if you want it to.
That's a nice fish. Here you go, buddy.
Cool deal.
Good job.
Oh, relax. Angry. Cool water.
Emerald Tales is brought to you by Towey Boats, guide-tested skiffs. Penn Reel, sets records and wins tournaments. Live Water Sports, what do you live for? Hook and Tackle, performance fishing apparel. Pelican Coolers, bring it.
Once we get onto this point right here, it's gonna start breaking up, so it'll have like a 50-50 mix of grass and sand. And then on the back side of it, it's really a big sand flat, but it's got a lot of old dying vegetation that's, you know, probably washed off from the tide. Oh, got him. Nice.
There he is.
That's a little bit better one there. Beautiful.
Very cool. Wow, look how pretty he is. You can see everything right there.
They're growing a little bit.
Do you have a little buddy with him there?
Yeah.
Oh, I see like a trout or something, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's a trout. He started hitting toward that fish. I figured he was interested. I swung early on him. Here, I'll jump down here and land this one for you. Pretty fish.
Buddy.
Oh, look at that.
Very nice.
Beautiful. That's a prettier fish right there.
Look at that snake hanging out of his mouth. Yeah.
Fantastic. That is a great little bait. You see that hanging out of his mouth right there? And that's what it does the whole time it's in the water. It never stops moving. It just sits and shakes back and forth. Cool deal, man. I'll go ahead and let you take the jewelry out.
Let's see. Let's see. Got it?
Yep.
All right, man.
Cool deal, man.
Turn them loose. Let's get another one. They're getting bigger.
Yeah. About 25 feet. Just in the sand. There's two of them.
Two of them, okay.
Oh, he ate it. I watched him eat it too. Good job, man. Good job. Making it easy for me.
That was
Oh,
nice.
there's two more dead ahead. Let's see if I can get one of these two down.
Come on, buddy. Right. Cool.
Oh, he went right to it. He ate it. He ate it. You're on. Nice. Oh, it's a big trout. Oh, it's a nice trout.
Hard to sight fish them trout.
That's a good shot right there, man. Let's see if I can land it for you. Yeah, with these trout, especially when you're going to release them, you want to make sure that you wet your hands real good.
Oh, yeah.
Come here, do it. There we go.
Snake oil.
Beautiful,
What's up?
beautiful fish.
That's
That
awesome,
is,
man.
That's a fine one there.
Look at that.
Pretty, pretty, pretty. They are just the most beautiful fish that swims in the bay, if you ask me.
They are.
I mean, that is just an apex predator. They can lay there in the grass, and you can pull right over the top of them and never even know they're there if they don't get up.
That's a tough one
Here,
to
man,
sight
with
fish.
your hands. I'm gonna let you release this one.
Yep.
You earned
Sounds
that.
good.
That thing knew it was gonna eat it as soon as it hit the water. She lit up. And then the thing I love about them the most is that bright yellow mouth. As soon as she hit and opened her mouth,
yeah,
there's no doubt what it is.
I think she was okay.
Oh yeah, good deal, man. That's top notch.
Emerald Tales is brought to you by Williamson Lures. Withstand saltwater elements trip after trip. VMC Coastal Black. Extreme corrosion resistance. Hobie Polarized. The only choice for active water sportsmen. Suffix Braid. The longest casting braid on the market.
You know, one of the important things, especially out here when you're sight fishing and we're over some sand right now, really sparse grass, and the water's really clean, and we're throwing up in about, you know, 1.5 feet is probably going to be on the deep side of what we're fishing in. So you want to be looking way out in front of the boat for any kind of little solid lines or edges, little dark spots, and that way that, you know, even if you're not 100% sure it's a fish, if you think it might be, then go ahead and try to position the boat in such a way that you get a shot at it. And, you know, as you get closer, you may find out that it wasn't, but it's better to be in position in case
There
it
he
is.
is.
There's another one right behind him.
Nice.
Well done, sir, well done.
That was cool.
What a pretty, pretty fish.
Yeah, gorgeous. Look how beautiful. God, I'm telling you, man.
That's a good one right there.
Panama City Beach, probably one of the finest fisheries in the state, really.
There we go.
Golly, man. Beautiful. That's awesome.
Fantastic. Little worm right there in the corner of his mouth. And, man, that thing has just been fantastic. You know, that's a bait. I got a couple of them the other day, and I hadn't had a chance to use them yet, but after watching you in action with them, I mean, it's, you know, I'm one of those guys where the results are, you know,
Yeah, exactly.
what it is that tells me what I want to use. You know, I let the fish tell me what they want instead of trying to force them what I want to use. And like, by all means, that bait right there has just put a hurting on them. And that's just a fine example of a shallow water redfish right there.
Beautiful. Thank you.
And ready to go ahead and let this guy go.
Turn him loose. Get another one.
That one turned and he's going back left too.
Yeah.
There's a whole wad of them. Look, there's 2 more, 3 more coming down from up there. Oh, one of them. There you go. Well done. That's a better one.
This is a little bit better fish here.
Yeah, man, that's
Well, he charged that thing and just crushed it.
Oh, yeah.
All about the snake oil.
Pretty fish right there. That's nice.
Yeah, there were so many of them out there. I just want to unhook them and keep going.
I know. You know, we threw it one, and this fish right here came from 10 feet away. As soon as the bait hit the water, and he just bulldogged all the other ones to it.
He was trying to outdo his buddies. Got it. He did too.
That's
Look at that.
it's a cool.
Got him home?
Yep.
There we go.
That is a beautiful fish. A little unique spot over here on this side.
Oh yeah, that's cool. Very nice. Thank you, sir.
Yep. Thank you, fish.
DOA snake oil.
That's what, probably 10 fish that bait's caught? That's the same one that you
bait.
started with, isn't
Yeah.
it?
Cool, man. Awesome.
Well, Captain Abe, we had a, you know, kind of an idea of what we wanted to do this morning. We wanted to come out and wanted to catch some redfish. We started out on a real negative tide, so, you know, first thing this morning, the fish were in kind of shallow water and they were a little finicky, but, you know, we just kind of stuck to our game plan. We jumped around a little bit, and finally, as the tide came up and it warmed up a little bit, that snake coil kind of went to work on them, and, you know, it was kind of a blast after that.
Man, that thing's amazing. And we had tough conditions, really. We had that big moon all night.
Yep.
High pressure, and then it slicked out calm. So really being able to throw something like that that sort of really finesses them and triggers them to go ahead and feed. That was key.
That's right. You know, that bait, you know, one of the things that I really do like about it is the fact that without actually moving the rod, it's still with that spring retention in it. You know, it just kind of sits there and dances without you actually having to move the lure in the water column, you know, towards you or whatnot.
Without a lot of movement.
That's right.
Yeah,
you know, and that's one of the
cool.
keys a lot of times when fish get finicky and they only want to eat live bait is because you can leave a live bait in the same place and it just sits there and kind of moves and you're not actually bringing it back and forth. And the ability to be able to throw that lure out there, and also, you know, it lands quiet, so you can put it close to the fish. You know, just the natural action of the bait just falling through the water column, you know, real subtle. Most of the fish that we caught on it, they'd already eaten the bait before it ever touched the bottom. So.
Oh yeah, that's been an amazing bait. It's been a great couple days up here fishing. Today was wonderful. You know, you all really have an incredible fishery. It's just amazing up here in the Panhandle. I can't wait to come back and do it again.
Well, we look forward to having you come back.
Thank you.
Yep, it's been a pleasure.
My pleasure.
All right.